When you arrive in Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. The Hawkeyes will kick it away first. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Iowa's offense will get the first swing of the game. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To throw, it's Lamb. Gets it out fast. Able to work into the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They're going to run it. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webb. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Wow, what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They keep attacking through the air. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start. Offense.
Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move him back. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Lamb. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used... Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will go to work for the first time today. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. The Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Pope. Fires it. On target to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the tackle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. He leaves it with his back. can't get him to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defensive end. And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. Coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got his man quickly. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Lamb. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Firing to the right, complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. After that last completion, it's second down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Getting some heat. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. Whew, boy, his freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Fakes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Back to pass. It's Lamb. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. From the gun, looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They'll run it from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Looking to pass. It's Lamb. It's complete to the right. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Been tough to find the end zone here in the first half, but the ball's in plus territory. 1st and 10, under a minute to go. Now from inside the red zone. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pressure coming. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to slam in. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half and take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Leaves it with the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. To the air, it's Pope. Got him downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Shakes off the defender. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. The Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give on the inside. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And the Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Looking downfield, it's Lamb. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. The give to the back. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They're setting up the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Rutgers has it back, they'll send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Scarlet Knights moving quickly to the line.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Pope. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The inside handoff. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send... And it's right down the boulevard. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. A fair catch called for and made. Iowa has the ball back on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Lamb. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Got his man! And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Makes the grab down the middle. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Hawkeyes are on the move. Grab behind the line. It's Webb. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, it's Lamb. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on third and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Air Force. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. On second down, just keeps firing. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And the Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Quickly to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to power their way ahead. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They got it at the 25.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the... Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. They'll run it from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Pope. Gets it out quickly. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Feeling some heat. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
The handoff, keep working on that clock.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Offense gets set for second down. They'll keep it on the ground. The Hawkeyes have a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Hand off from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.